Morning, cows. How are you today? Hello. Hello. No? No. Okay. Leave you to it. So it's another beautiful day. Still no rain. Oh, bench. Yeah, still no rain, so grass is looking really, really dry. Hose pipe ban, so I can't do much about watering the main borders. And so some things are struggling, but overall, garden's still looking good. And yesterday, we took the plunge. We decided after lunch, I decided to have a bit of research on the polytunnel. Half an hour later, I'd spent £2,500 on a polytunnel. So it's going to go here, which creates a lot more work for us, but should be rewarded. Easy for you to say. Oh, Benji, bloody hell. Yeah, anyway, it's going to go here. So we're going to take down the fruit cage. We're going to transfer all that to another bed, and the footprint of the fruit cage is basically, it's about twice the size of the fruit cage. So it'll be covering here, it'll be wider. It's 12 foot wide and 25 feet long. So basically, yeah, it'll go to about 1.5 meters away from the hedge, a little bit closer to the greenhouse, and it goes to about, well, it takes up about half that space, and then it will go to about here. Whoops, finger in the way. Yeah, about halfway between that plum tree and the fruit cage as it is now. So that is coming mid-October, and in the meantime we've got to dismantle this and move everything, which will be fun, as well as get ready for the new fence all the way along the back, and also the extra bit of the front garden. So we're enlarging the garden. That is going to be rabbit proofed, getting rid of some of the drive, the gravel, and so all of this to be incorporated into the garden as well, this front bit, because we have plenty of space for the van and the car and any visitors down the side of the house. So this will all be one big sort of cottage garden. So a very, very busy next few months. Shall we go in and get some breakfast? Benji, shall we go in and get some breakfast? Or would you like to just sniff out those voles? The 3 dogs. Oops, here's Jen. Discovered either mice or voles yesterday, and they were hunting them out all day. Eddie had a little bit of extra breakfast, you'd be not surprised to hear. So yeah, that's the latest thing. But that's what terriers do. Do you want some breakfast? Yeah? Come on in. Let's go and get some breakfast. Breakfast. Come on in. Are you ready? You're definitely ready, are you? Come on in. Let's go. Yeah. So all nice and content after breakfast. It is my breakfast, by the way, but these just have a little bit. Benji's under there somewhere. And crack on with today's jobs. This is our conservatory. Looks more than ever, looks more like an antique booth, because we've got a new antique booth space, and we've got a big change around next week, so we've got a lot of stuff out, and then we can decide what we're taking. Definitely taking that shelving unit and a lot of this mid-century stuff. All of this stuff is all listed online. As is every single inch of space in our house. All the way along. So yeah, today I've got quite a lot more to list, and I do want to crack on with some books that have been hanging around for ages. Behind there I've got piles and piles of books. There, and down there. So it's not all gardening, unfortunately. Right, so we have decided, well I have, that I'm going to actually start on the first major job of the, well, it's going to be late summer, autumn, the big jobs that we're doing. So this fence and gate is going to be happening early September. It's last week of July now, so it's about 6 weeks time. So we're going to start doing the prep for it, and it's going to look a lot worse than it does now before it starts to look better, hopefully, afterwards. That big shrub stroke tree is not in the best condition. It is far too big for this front, and it's coming out, unfortunately. We're not that keen on it. It's the wrong shape. As soon as you get past the first sort of like layer of green, it's got a lot of dead in the middle. We did tidy it up and freshen it up when we first moved in and reshaped it, but it's just too big. Basically, it takes up half of that front section, and it's going. There's no way I'm going to be able to get the roots out, so we're just going to cut through the base, and then there'll be some sort of growth from it, but that'll be all right. It'll be fresh growth each year, and it can work alongside of the stuff that we put in around it. But yeah, it won't be so dominant in future. And then we're going to investigate what's under there. I'm afraid there's a lot of hardcore. It's a bit windy here, that's why I'm right close to the wall, so it doesn't pick up on the microphone. Yeah, so I'm going to investigate what's under there. I think there's a lot of hardcore under there, unfortunately, and that area's coming up as well. I think that's going to be slightly better, but it's still going to be hard work. We've got to move the little wall that we put down after we knocked the chimney down, and reused all the bricks for that, so that's going to come out and lead to the existing gate. But anyway, first job is to get rid of that shrub. Right, I'm going to say halfway there, but not quite. That's it so far. It's creating a lot of work. Kirsten's cutting off the end bits that can be compostable, and then anything that's a bit more woody is going in the barrow, and then there's all the really heavy, thick stuff to still work on. But yeah, quite a lot of work. Alright, a little bit further. So that's all the lopper work. Now we get the mini chainsaw out and work on the stumps. It has created quite a lot of work, as with all these jobs. The real work is then sorting out all the waste, processing that, and rather than just, I don't know, burning it or just piling it up somewhere, if you process it as you're doing it, it's better in the long run. So we'll take all the stuff off that is compostable, stack all the sort of log pipe branches, which will be useful, and then the smaller twigs I will put in a pile, which eventually will get burnt. But yeah, it's starting to open this section up already. And there we go. So it's took best part of an hour. I've cut it down as far as I can go, but when we come to plant, we can plant stuff that only needs sort of shallow roots around here to cover all that up. That will eventually go less and less, rot down a bit, just like a shrub at the back has already done. But yeah, that's the start. Really has opened it up. It's got a decent size bed now, and it will increase again by about half, because we're going to incorporate that. So the next step, which I'm not going to do today because I'm knackered, is to reshape this hedge so it comes out a bit towards the end, and we'll get that trimmed all the way back, all the way along there. We're going to have to rabbit proof down here ourselves, and then the fence will start. The fence that the fencing guy is going to do is going to be in a line with this. So we go all the way here and along to the wall in about 6 weeks' time. So that's how long we've got to start prepping this ready for him.
It's in really good condition.
Good. Can you get all that crap off the bottom before we put it in my lovely clean van? Do you want me to get all that crap off?
Yeah, because that's a man's job.
You're so sexist.
I know I am.
Hey, look, right, we have literally been half an hour.
Yeah.
And we got half a van load. We're going to have to buy a bigger van.
I drove it for the first time today.
You did? Yeah.
And I didn't crash it or anything.
I know. I'm still shaking.
Right, let's put that up. Come on, we ain't got time for fanny about.
Fannying about.
Fannying about. Come on, we gotta go buy some bargains.
All right, boss. So we're back from the car boot. This is what we picked up today. Still got to be sorted. Worked out whether the bits that I'm doing and the bits that Kirsten are sorting, bits that Benji wants to sniff. So we did really well early on at the car boot today, and then it just went really quiet. As in, there was a lot of people there, but the ones that turned up late didn't have anything for us at all. So yeah, it was an average one in the end rather than a good one. But yeah, we've got some good stuff, some interesting stuff, particularly for the booths. And we shall sort this out now. Well, start sorting it out now and work on this for most of the week. Won't we? It's 5 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. Bit of a lie-in because we're not going to a car boot. So yeah, we've got a nice relaxing start to the day. There's been a tiny bit of rain, so I don't want to stand here because the wind's interfering again. Yeah, there's been a tiny little bit of rain, but it won't really have done much. Not really greened up the grass or watered the plants. Hopefully, fingers crossed, there's a bit more rain forecast today. And then we go into another heat wave. This is some of that shrub that I sorted out at the front of the garden. I was in the middle of processing it. So that stuff's not a lot of use. We've cut off all the greenery on it and put that into the compost. This is some of the remains of the stumps and the bigger branches. Hello, Jen. Hello. Which will be used when we extend the woodland, the sort of shade section. We call it woodland, and then it's not a bloody woodland. We've only got a birch, an oak, a horse chestnut, but it's got sort of shaded area, so you can put woodland style planting in there. And as I say, these logs will put thicker branches will help with that. Good morning, Eddie. He's on alert. Checks the garden every morning just to make sure there's been no intruders. Right, so as I say, just gone 5. I'd hope to have a bit more of a lie-in when not doing a car boot, but I naturally wake up 4 or 5 o'clock every morning. That's 20 odd years of being a newsagent in me. Couple of big strong coffees and we'll be all right. Yeah, we're just about to start a bit of vlog for Kirsten's video, and I'm supposed to be sat there next to Kirsten while we do the haul video, but unfortunately Eddie's claimed my spot, haven't you, Ed?
He doesn't mind moving, do you, Eddie? You don't mind moving.
I bloody do. I'm not going to get you out, am I? Are you going to do the whole
There's a little space
video?
there. You can sit there.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Are you going to do the whole video instead of me? Bugger off. So I am filming from inside the lounge because it's so bloody windy out there today. It's supposed to be raining, which is what we want, but it's not. We've had hardly any rain at all. But yeah, the job that I'm going to get on with this afternoon is I'm just going to cut the inside of that hedge where we're going to rabbit proof it. I'll probably just do the top part as well. And at the very end, so sort of like the entrance to the driveway, that's where the first post is going to be for the new fence, when that guy's going to come and do us a nice fence and gate to section this part of the garden off. So yeah, so that's what it looks like now, and in a few seconds I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Still bloody windy the next day. Anyway, I finished that off yesterday afternoon. I've only cut up to that fence there, but that is now ready to be able to work out how we're going to do the rabbit proofing, and it's a nicely clearly defined edge for the guy to, when he comes to do the fence. So it's really starting to open out now, which is good. But it is still really windy, and I'm sure it's picking up on the bloody microphone again. But as you can see, massive difference. Looks a bit of a mess at the moment, but that will be part of the new cottage garden. And the next step, which I should be doing this week, or this next week, will be to make that part of the border. So that wall is moving along a couple of metres in the next week or so. And just to show the hassle we get from, well, with mainly rabbits, but wildlife out here where it's not protected. That is in the planter outside Kirsten's office window. That's been done in the last day or so. And all these lavenders, although they say rabbits don't like lavenders, they've nipped off all the tops off these, so we've just let them go. We're going to remove that whole planter, but this will all be behind the fence, and instead of that planter there'll be a bed outside Kirsten's window with all cottage plants and flowers. So yeah, all good. Right, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. If you could subscribe, like, comment, hype, all that sort of malarkey, that would be great. Helps the channel grow. And I'll catch you in the next week or two. All right, cheers guys, see ya.